We're gonna start in a minute. We're gonna start in a minute. We're gonna start in a minute.
Oh. That's fine.
We're gonna start in a minute. Okay, so I was a little bit late to edit in this video, so I thought I would make a stream out of it. See what you guys would want. Just kind of show you, like, and I guess how I do this. Alright, I think we can just start now. So, as you guys probably know, like in the past few videos, I've been like doing like these little intros. I'm just like, I'll just like split the videos like at any point that I think are cool, but before that, we gotta choose some music. And so far, the thing the section I found the best for like intros and like obviously like the shorts is I go to soundtrack category. This is my favorite section so far. I was thinking of one earlier. I was thinking of this like when I was making the little short video. Maybe even as like the intro for this one, because that one part of that one defense really like brings out this energy. think I was looking at this one some time ago as well. Might go with something like this. I don't know, I guess if you guys want, you can make like a vote after like listening to like a certain, like a little bit of music. See what you guys think is like a good intro music. Probably not that. I don't know. So far, I'm kind of liking its depression. This one feels fitted somehow. Yeah, probably not that one. I think this is the one I used for that. Actually, no, this was, what was it? Which one did I use for that? Why did I just use that one again? Which one do you guys think it so far? I think I just go with this one. I'm not sure anymore. This one doesn't really pick up as much as I thought it would. think I might stick with this one. Now, at this point, I kind of just like skimmed through to see if there's any like good battles that happened, and we're gonna like match it to like the song. See what we get. If it sounds cool, it's gonna stay, but if it doesn't, then I'm gonna rework it a little bit. I think that beginning would be really good for the mine part. Get it as it explodes. I think that'll work good. Oh. Yeah, we'll still do it. Thought it was. For some reason I thought it was the other guys, but it'll still work. Okay, so that's gonna be the first part of our intro. Then we just zoom it up over here. And then, well, we'll probably forget the filters. Well, okay, so this one's more like a, kind of like an upbeat intro. Even after all the crap that happened. I kind of just like Amber. The Amber filter's pretty good. Let's see. Let's try to do. Actually, I think I need to get the bind somewhere, like as it's triggering before I do like a certain effect. All right, there we go. Wait, no, that's wrong. Okay, let's just keep it there, and just get like right there. See how that works. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. I used this at one point in like a different intro. I think that works. Maybe get it a little bit later. Let's try that. Okay, that looks pretty good. So now we're gonna do this and get the drift one. You just gotta make sure it gets all the way through the track, which it does if you get it from the very left of the part you want to do. We gotta kind of adjust the camera a little bit now because it's all messed up. And see, the trick I do with my my little like edits is I try to keep this part out. So I don't know how it's gonna be in the future edits, like because some battles might be over here. But I try to keep it like out of the way, so it just looks I guess more cinematic. I don't really want to see all the UI crap on there. At this point, since it kind of has like the camera like panned up. Well, yeah. I like it when the clips end with like a pan. Let's see, what was this part? There you go, right there. See how that looks. Okay, they cut it right there, so it's not just the music. I need to pan this one out so it doesn't look all screwed up. Okay, what was... Mute this a little bit. Need to hear the track more. Oh my god, this freaking island. This was a stressful island to do. Because, like, I had to, You'll see what happens, like, when we get there. But, oh my god, I was so scared for those 3 commanders I put on there. That was a crazy defense for me. Because I don't think I ever did that before. Because, like, there were, the freaking dual wielders and the freaking archers were, like, the worst with, because I don't think any rational player would have done what I've done, but I still somehow managed to do it, which I'm very, like, surprised about. You might have to try to find, like, a longer clip for that part. Or maybe maybe I can find, like, a way to split that. I don't know. Because I was thinking of doing, like, this with the little hammer. I'm not too sure how that would look, because, maybe that one. That's a pretty good one. I think that would work really well. I feel like a good focus for the intro is going to be about like the mines and like giants. I might have used mines a lot in this one. I don't really remember too much. I just know like certain battles. Oh my god, this one. That was a. I already know what I'm gonna do. I already know what I want now. That part alone just really spoke to me. First, we're gonna cut this. That way we're just on the island. And then we can go from here. Let's see, what was this part? Okay, and that's gonna be exactly the part where things went wrong. This might be the. Yeah. Well, I gotta think about this, cause I need something from like here. Maybe we do the 3 that like charge up there. I'm not. Maybe we do like the next wave of like. I don't know if I should call them like dual wielders or berserkers, because I know we had berserkers in like pre-Jotun. Actually, I don't know how to say. Is it Jotun or Jotun? I don't really know. Oh, whatever. But I kind of like the name berserkers for these guys because I don't know, they kind of replaced the last ones. It's kind of fitting for the names. Okay, I think right here we're gonna. Is there? Yeah. We're gonna cut to like the brutes invading. I think that would be a good. Well, okay, hold on. Maybe. So I needed to cut straight to that. Somehow. Scoot that back a little bit. Try that. Okay, we can cut this one. And we can have it where he's like, yeah, the Chris. I don't know. Is this getting too long? Because I kind of want to keep it like, I don't know, kind of short, not like past a minute. Cut it right there. I'm not really sure what to do because I don't want to. Like I said, I don't want it to take too long. And I saw somewhere around like this point, I want to include like the title. Let me just cut right here. See how that looks. Maybe just cut it right here. Yeah. Let's just do that. Let me think. What do we want for this? Let's trim this up a bit. It's gonna like, I think 10 seconds. No. Why can't it? Well, actually, no. I could just like do like 10 seconds and then just like right here, it goes like straight to gameplay. Because I've done that before and it kind of worked out well. So I think I'm just gonna do like that. We gotta cut it like right here? Yeah. Okay, so right here will be like the title. And then around this point, it's gonna start like fading out. Oh yeah, I like that one. That actually works. Okay, now it's time to just finish up with all this. Get it, yeah, just kind of like finalize it, I guess. Get those filters on. And then we can just like zoom in on like the battles And we should be good from there. I still love how this freaking battle went. It was so... Because I was totally not expecting that squad to actually survive. I was ready for just like, for Y-Man to like try to save them, and then just like, a brute sneaks around it. It was kind of... This was probably... I don't know, I might say this is probably the most stressful battle I've had. I think the only fact that we, like, the only winning thing that we did was just having a brute commander. Okay, yeah, so let's continue that. Well, yeah, that one just so zoomed out. That should be fine, actually. Okay, I don't know what to do, like, filter, well, transitions. Especially for something like this. I don't want to do, like, explosion, kind of just, like, I guess it would take away from, like, what's, like, the music. Maybe a fade? Let's try through color, see how that looks. Let's try block. I want to change it up a little bit. Maybe blur. I really wish, like, Share Factory had some more, like, different types of overlays and stuff. Because, like, most of it is kind of just, like, let me show you. They don't really have that many good overlays. I mean, I've used this one in the past, so I used this one. Some of these, but, like, when you start getting down, it just gets kind of bad. I mean, these are like more for thumbnails, but I wish I had some like cool like stickers and all that stuff. Yeah, these ones really don't like. They don't really fit the style of editing I like to go for, sadly. But because I can't really like import my own stuff, so I kind of had to work with what I got. It's not really much. The only like redeeming parts about like the overlays would have to be like the text and like camera. I don't really mess with the sound because those ones I don't really like them. We need to get some drifts in here. Make the camera not stiff. So I don't really like the way that looks. Oh, stuff over there. I really wish with like these ones they kind of just like assumed like, well, actually, I don't know because yeah, I guess it makes sense actually. I was gonna say like whenever if you like import an overlay from like with the camera ones like anywhere on like the track, it should just like automatically go here, but only because like the find like if you want to like find a certain frame to put it at, I guess it kind of makes sense. I don't really use it like that much, but except for a few times. You probably seen with that one short. I had some like cool Quake effects for like the ending of it. I really like that part actually. Okay, now we get to this part. This part's like kind of like a bit easier than like the rest of it. Not really much that goes into it. I just kind of just use like this one because it. I don't know, like the text feels a little bit more rugged and like Viking-y, if I just say it like that. Just like the way it looks. I use it in the past, but like not to the extent I do now. And I think I'm just gonna do it like. I want to try to get it somewhere like right where the transition ends and like starts. Like that. I'm gonna try to get it to that's the wrong way. I wanted to get it to like as if it's coming from like the background. Not sure if I could do something like that though. What do you think? Should I do pop in or just like a simple fade? Fade could work. I haven't really used that much, but I do also like the pop in effect. Or maybe I just do random because I don't think I ever used that. Okay, I think I want to do for this one, instead of it being like somewhere up here, I'm gonna do it like here-ish. So that way it like actually like zooms the correct direction. See how that looks? Okay, I guess we're gonna be like the middle. Let's try like this. See how it looks. Oh yeah, I like that. That's a good one. Is there any other filter I could use instead of? I don't really know how I feel about the rainbow effect. Let's see this one. And then you gotta choose something over here. Might just go with something simple. Might go with something like that. Let's see, is there any... So this. So for like... I kind of wonder what like this is. Like, this might be like for like the palette of like the background or something. Not sure. Okay, I think that looks good. Now let's start with the other text. Should I do it like this one? No, wrong one. This one. And then we could do it just right underneath it. But before that, we're gonna have to need to fix the order. So this one's gonna be like that. So that means the bad north text is gonna be over this one now. And then we'll just do the same thing over here like this. Keep it consistent. Actually, maybe we do like something like this. Get like different colors for each of them. Yeah. Then we can extend this one a little bit. Bring it all the way over there. Okay. Now we can do this. If you're wondering what this is my PlayStation, like, avatar. It looks really cool. I know. So there's not really much you could do with, like, an actual icon. So I might just... So what's flying? Yeah. You know what? Hold on. I know what I need to do. When all these pop in. Then it would come in like that. So it'd be like this. Into that. Now what... Actually, no, I'm still in the text. Where am I at? There I am. What happened to this? Okay, now we got that fixed. We can go back to this. See what we got here. let's do that again for that. And then we can do a fly out. No, wait. Zoom away. There we go. I don't know. Maybe I just do. Maybe I do this, and I just like increase it a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. It looks weird. That's the only problem I got with it. Can I just? Well, actually, I still like that zoom away effect. Maybe do this instead. So I don't like just having the blank background like that. Yeah, I think that looks better. Okay, and then beyond this point, it's gonna be just straight gameplay. So it's gonna just continue like this for a while. Let me actually like speed this up. Oh wait, I was gonna say like I missed my opportunity to like include that one island into the intro, but it's already like kind of too late. So I don't really want to like put them like out of order. So kind of pointless to do like that, or what I kind of did. Well, hold on. I can just like kind of play this one now, then like give you like my like what I was thinking. So basically, I had like this idea. After I would like do that one, I think it was like what Golden again. I wanted to get either Fraggle or Hassel. I was not sure which one I was going to like follow through with, because as you can see from like around the end of the part 4, I kind of lost like after Wanda got killed, since like she was the one with the Jabana, which gives her like 2 uses. I wasn't sure what I was going to do after that, because I didn't want to keep losing some commanders. So I kind of just like assembled like the squad for the current moment. So yeah, I kind of just used Y-Man Jaunter. What was that? Gwen, Denia, and who's that? Elena. Because they're kind of like one of the stronger commanders. Jaunter, obviously, he's not the strongest, but he has the Philosopher's Stone, so I kind of need him to get some extra gold. Because I have like a team in mind for the final defense. I'm not going to say that now. I'm going to keep that surprise. But you might be able to figure it out through gameplay. But yeah, I have a team in mind, and I'm going to try to work towards that. But for right now, I'm going to try to make the most out of like whatever 3 commanders I don't use for a certain defense. I'm going to try to plan that out perfectly. So that's why I went to Hassel. Oh no, I went to Fraggle. I'm stupid. Yeah, the only reason I chose this island out of Hassel is because of the distance like the berserkers are gonna have to go to reach my commanders, because they're all gonna stay at the top. I'm not worried about that one coin house, because I got 2 archers and a freaking pikeman squad, so I'm gonna hold position at the top of the hill. And you're gonna see like very quickly like it was a smart play, because I don't feel comfortable like leaving them at the shoreline unless it's because there's like a method to make like a shotgun out of your archer squads, which is like the blunt weapons and ring of command. Because like 16 arrows, well 15 actually, but like that amount of arrows, that's gonna like that's gonna screw up any like shield squad or like whatever. But no, I'm not really the type of person to just leave like archers at the shore unless like I got infantry and maybe pikes nearby. But that's not the plan for this island. Yeah, kind of just like scoping things out over here because this is like the riskiest, like, I think this might be the riskiest we've ever done in a while. Yeah. Basically, Elena, well actually, oh, Gwen. I keep screwing her names. Gwen is literally like a sharpshooter. Like, the only reason like this one went so smoothly is because of them being elites. Their numbers and their level really like helped us out. And that's the thing I've been worrying about. Yeah, if there's like a big squad of berserkers like coming at you, you don't do that. Unless you have a plan in mind, don't do that. But yeah, the pikemen are not that useful on the island like this, so after every like, I don't know, after every time they take care of like a certain amount of enemies and they like lose some numbers, they're going straight to a house. Because I need them to be like perfect. They need to be like, I need to keep them as like full squad as I can, just in case something bad happens. And like you can see, like I said earlier, I don't really have to worry about the archers because my archers can deal with them. There's like way more of us than there are that each wave. Now this is where I got kind of screwed up. I wasn't expecting that. I thought they were going to take the long way because it felt more obvious, but and I guess they were trying to have some learning. Alright, now you're gonna see, I have found, like, a certain thing you could do with, like, pikemen, archer, commander AIs. You can manipulate them to aggro the nearest enemies coming after them before the enemies can, like, start, like, taking out their soldiers. I find it a lot, you can do it with, on keyboard and controller, like, very easily. Keyboard, you just gotta, like, hold the spacebar so it's like super slow-mo when you do it. And with like controller, you have to make 2 quick button presses. Like you'll see. What that was is you select the commander that you want to like use, and you select the tile, like, you select the nearest tile, you select it really quick, and then just as quickly, you gotta, like, reselect the commander and, like, place him down wherever he's at, and it's gonna, like, replant him on the space that he was just at. So the squad doesn't move, only the commander does, but in the case, like, pikemen, it's a little bit more risky, because if there's enemies nearby, and you do it too late, the commander is going to rush out, but the pikeman squad is going to be out of position. So you got to be very careful with that. With archer squads, it's going to be a little more archaic. You might have seen too, I think it was part 3. There was, what was it? I had like John Tur, Wanda, and Wyman. And when I did that with both of the infantry squads, like right next to the pikeman squad, all the infantry soldiers just like charged forward. That might be a strategy I can use in the final stand. I'm not sure yet, because I'm still experimenting with different strategies. I'm trying to figure out what I like. But yeah, that could be a little bit risky, especially if you're making them charge straight into brutes. Not very good. But anyways, let's see how this went. That is kind of like the ideal outcome, because since your commander can't actually die unless so long as your soldiers aren't dead in that one squad, your commander can't die. So if it's like a weak squad that can't fight melee, you gotta use. In some cases, you're gonna have to use your commander as like a meat shield, because, like I said, he cannot die. So me doing that literally wasted because they had to jump at the commander, so that means that was a second of them not jumping at the pikemen. That's kind of what I go for when I do this. Because you see that only one. Yeah, only one pikeman died during that whole jump. Because berserkers are not that bad if they're solo. So if you can get the numbers down just enough by doing what I just did, you're not gonna have a problem. And it's not that much. And actually, at some point I might do a whole pikeman archer only run. Do pikeman only, archer only. So I think I probably could do it with just enough practice. But yeah, now since there's a lot, 5 of them, I'm a little bit more worried about the pikemen, because that could easily wipe them out if I'm not careful about it. So obviously, before you do this, yeah, then jump out of them, and then the next commander, Norman, he charges forward as well. That way, it's another barrier to the pikeman squad. And since moving the pikeman would be a little bit more dangerous, especially for that one, I can just reselect one and do the same thing again. And that would just lock the berserker in a combat stance, and put him in range of the pikeman. That it's a good strategy. Because like I said, if I didn't do that, I probably would have lost at least one commander here. I'm convinced of it. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I could have lost 2 commanders during this entire episode. I really could have screwed up bad. Well, the last part I gotta do is do an ending. The little, I don't know what you would call it, but where is, let's see, Sir Frankfurt, no, not that, we need Crater Pack. Oh wait, no, I know what they're doing. Do I, no. What? Hold on, I thought there was a thing. Could have sworn you could have changed the art. Let me look at this a little bit. Let's see. Oh well. I guess I'm gonna have to settle with something different. It was supposed to be head cube. I haven't done that. Oh, yeah, just one. Before we do this, we're going to extend it a little bit. Yeah, we start at 5 seconds, so I'm going to bring it up to 10. That should be enough time. Okay, so we're going to have to figure out the ended music. Start somewhere over here, see if we can find anything good. I did use this one at some point. most of this are like short musics. Try instrumental. Try this. This one's an alright, like, outro theme. Trying to time this up a little bit. So it starts like right there. Let's move this around a little bit. Get to like right there. So like a transition. Let's do something like block fade. So it times. I think that would look good. Oh yeah. That looks alright. But now we're going to do this. We're going to bring it over there so it doesn't go over the actual video. And then we can do this, that, and... Now the last thing I gotta do with the audio is kind of just fade it out so that we doesn't like cut away like abruptly. Let's also lower the volume of it a little bit so it's not just so it doesn't overpower the actual game audio a little bit. Yeah. Now the last thing we gotta do is bring in some stickers. What we're gonna do is just like this stuff. Probably switch up. Let's switch this up a little bit. Let's do the white border. Do the rid of this. I think that works really well. I like how it's coming in as like that full sounds ending. Okay, now the last thing we gotta do is this. I think I'll get like the video like one more work over before I actually like finish it. Well, actually no, we still gotta make the thumbnail. What else? Rename this. Way out and spin in. No, spin up. Alright, I think that was good. Let's see, what's a good... You know what? I think what I'm gonna do is... Well, I don't know. I could do the part where Wyman had to like fend off the brutes, or I could do something on this island because this one got a little crazy as well. There was a lot. It was kind of at like what moment? This moment where I got like I went wide-eyed trying to figure out like how I'm gonna do this because there were so many of them and they got so close so quick. I could. Think. Let me think something here, because I could easily turn this one into like the thumbnail. Because you don't really see this much in like Bat North. It's kind of like a rare, I don't know. It feels like kind of a rare occurrence where like they just like attack from all sides. So I guess it kind of looks like more interesting than like I don't know. I guess like kind of like a small wave of like 20 or something. Let me think. I wanna. I don't know. Maybe I don't use this one. I don't. Because I gotta figure out like positioning for like the text on the thumbnail itself, as well as like what it's gonna like, what I'm gonna like say with the whole text. Let me think. Because we had like the whole brute invasion, like that almost. Maybe we do something with like the berserkers, because those are like the newest threat. Well, actually, I don't know, because we have like part 4, where like they actually. You know what? We're going straight back to going back to this defense. Yeah. Maybe do like. Oh yeah, wait. We could do something with like the explosion. Let's see, what am I thinking? Let's get this one. Let me look at these. I'm trying to come up with like a, I guess like something that'll draw your eye, something that feels like unique from the other ones I did. So, I think maybe I do something like this. I gotta shrink this down a little bit. So not gonna let me keep typing if I don't shrink it down. Invasion of Titans. I think that would work. These guys were a very big part in this whole episode. Should not probably doing it like that. Just keep it simple like that. Then adjust it like this. Let's get some big neck. Let's try that. Suit. Maybe this one will work. Well, no, I can't adjust it. Let's do the other one. Keep it simple. Bring that down. Maybe I should have already got a filter on that. I need to zoom in a little bit more. Let's try 300%. Alright, I think that looks nice. No, that's the good one. I was gonna say, because I thought I did it correctly, but we did it. Now we save the thumbnail, take down the overlays. We don't really need them in the final video. Hey Raptor. You came at like a late time. We are just now finishing up the video. I think it looks pretty good so far. Not my finest work, but you know, it's something. Here, I'll give you like a little sneak peek of like what we got from the intro. Yeah, I'm not gonna show like the whole thing because it's literally like 31 minutes, but I can show you some of like the cool parts of the episode. I have some parts that I do like about it. The other problem I have with the intro so far is that I feel like it drags on too long. But the only reason I'm keeping it like this is that I like to get build up. Because like the whole time we're kind of just getting like pummeled a little bit by like the different enemies until this moment where like it feels like the lights and I guess like the light in the tunnel work. You get what I mean? Because like this is like the first time where we dealt with like a horde of freaking brutes and like came out alive without the pipe train and stuff. Because you don't really see that often, but you know, yeah. Let me go bring you to some like stuff I like about it. Also, you are able to hear me, correct? What? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, so yeah, I kind of it's all like the same thing, like berserkers or like dual wielders, as like most people call them. They've been like a huge problem with like their recent appearances. This island's gonna come later. This one was it was pretty stressful to defend it. But yeah, you got like this part from the the intro. Oh yeah, and then freaking Wanda. I think if I get the chance to revive somebody, I'm gonna let her, like, just stay. Because we're not really gonna need her, like, later on. And I already got Elena to, like, fill her place at the moment. It's still sad, but, like, I'm gonna just try to continue the game without Wanda, see if I can do it. But yeah, this right here is the defense. I don't know if you saw the short about Wyman and Dinia's, like, close encounter with the brutes. That short came from, like, the very end of the defense, and as you can see, they freaking stormed the beaches. They stormed the freaking beaches, man. There's 6 of them. And, like, I couldn't even, like, I couldn't reposition quick enough for, like, I'm trying to take out the archers, like, before they all get there. Now I'm getting, like, greedy with my, that was my first mistake. That was my biggest mistake of the island. First, I got greedy with the, you probably weren't here when I was talking about it. I have like a strategy I use where I use the commander AI to, like, aggro. For, like, archer squads and pikeman squads, it buys them time. Okay, it's Bad North. It's only $15. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I really like to use, like, the commander AI for pikemen and archers to, like, buy them time so they can, like, shoot at them or, like, get some extra hits. Because in some instances, that's a lifesaver. But yeah, I abuse it right here. And I was trying to get that cheeky mind play in there so I can take down those 3 brutes. And you're gonna see the part where I made my mistake. Right there. He drops the mine on top of the squad. Dinia drops the mine on a freaking squad. And I'm surprised she made it out alive. I literally had to use Wyman to shield her so she can, like, run off. Look at this. It was like a one in the back skin back up. Yeah, so the only purpose Wyman is serving right now is just, like, he's just trying to buy some time. And the reason I put the mine down there is, like, as, like, a last-ditch, like, defensive option, because those troops that Wyman has, they're not going to last long. Those brutes one-shot them. It's not even funny. So long as if they block, they're okay for the most part, but like you saw there, they can get knocked out. And yeah, get one shot. Now these 2 got so greedy. They were trying to go. They wanted to secure the kill. They really did. And that was the moment where they made their first mistake. That was really the biggest mistake they could have made. Because now I guess then the opportunity to charge them, like, on equal footing, like this, until that moment. You don't, even with the brute commander, you don't want them fighting, like, head-to-head with a brute, unless you're forced to. Like, alone, like, without squad mates, because even though he is a brute, he's not going to last as long as them. He can deal, like, dish out so much damage, but he is not going to, like, tank that much damage, especially from a freaking brute, even at elite. So I gotta play very carefully with him until his Warforms comes back. That's, like, the only thing that actually saved him this battle, aside from his strength. But yeah. At this point, it's kind of just like, what are the brutes gonna do? There's literally like, there's 5 like soldiers coming at them, and one of them is a brute. That was, yeah. That has been my favorite battle like in a long time. It's not a whistle, it's a war horn. It basically just allows him to like, with the war horn you can select a house like anywhere on the island, like this. Next to his like plunge ability, I was able to select the closest house. I wanted to do like actually I don't know. Because in this case, I don't want the troops to be too close to the brutes while my commander is charging at them. Because right here, if I still had that 3 house left, I would have just like probably hauled over there. Because it buys the commander more time to like deal damage just as like a brute, and not like lose troops in the process. But I already sent freaking Dini over there. But I'm still happy with the outcome of like the defense. It went really well. Yeah. Yep. Now we're gonna go to the Scary Island. Berserkers and Archers. This was a huge gamble on my part. I wasn't sure if either of these 3 were gonna make it out. But I am glad I was able to upgrade Gwen, because they helped. They helped a lot. And you're gonna see that, because they freaking literally did things. Yeah. Yeah, Scary Island. Because if you don't have like shields, those berserkers, they can shred through you. Even with shields, you're not safe. They jump at you and knock you down and then carry you apart. It's the scariest thing ever. Especially when you see the biggest ship in the game full of berserkers. But yeah, the whole idea for the defense is just like guard the hill as with your lives. Yeah, no one is safe. Literally nobody is safe. Whenever those berserkers come out, you find a hiding place and you wait for them, because they're coming straight for you. Anyone that's nearby is going to tear it through. So you have to have a plan in mind before they attack. Because like before you like actually decide to defend the island. Oh wait. I didn't even notice that freaking that doorway, the little entranceway over there on the next to that like spire. I thought there was like another like opening up there, but I guess not. That's why they didn't choose to go that way. That actually would have been like longer for them, but dang. Yeah, it's these kind of things to look out for when like deciding your strategy. I wasn't like even thinking about that for. I thought that was just like another open way, but yeah, basically they're gonna take like the Vikings. They will try to go for the easiest, closest, and fastest route to you. Okay, well this is gonna be the end of the stream, but we did it. I'm gonna have to go for now. The video will probably be up either. I'll try to get it later today or early tomorrow. See what goes on. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Yeah. See you guys when the video's out.